Yes, RP to Akira Toriyama. The story there was crazy. Like it happened out the blue, the middle of the night. I even had my header on my channel was like Dragon Ball Z theme. You know, doing sports, I have the Planet Namek theme on my header as well. I had to fix it and redo it too, but a big inspiration to a lot of generations. So RP, the world of the free agency has been going crazy right now. Free agency has been going real crazy, real crazy right now. Seeing the Steelers released a lot of people so far. They released Mason Cole. They released Mason Cole. They released who else? But Mason Cole. It was Keanu Neal. They released Chus Okafor. They also released Patrick Peterson, Allen Robinson as well. So they've been releasing a lot of guys. So I think the Steelers are looking to try to just get the cap space up so they can go out there and try to sign some of those guys. You look at um you look at some of the stuff kind of like in the cap space is $26 million, $27 million. You look at Russell Wilson. He's a good player. Good player. Got a lot of talent still left in him. He's a little older, of course. We know he had his up and downs with the Broncos. The reason he's a free agent right now because the Broncos trying to save money with that big cap hit, which is $85 million, which is absolutely crazy. And you never think somebody actually take that on. He said, "I'm vertical." Oh yeah, vertical. We're doing the vertical style. Yeah, but I think getting Russell Wilson to the Pittsburgh Steelers will be a solid pickup because he kind of like he kind of like a bridge, be like a bridge type quarterback a little bit because Kenny Pickett can sit behind him and learn some stuff. Hopefully, I think it'd be better for Kenny in the long run. We know Kenny Pickett has struggled a little bit throughout his tenure with the Steelers, but adding a guy like Russell Wilson to the team, veteran presence, we've seen him still have it. We've seen what he did with Cortland Sutton yesterday, being able to still sling the ball down the field, find guys in the corner of the end zone, and make plays throughout the entirety of last year when he was playing. They benched him at the end for no reason, kind of really. I guess to save money so he got injured. They would have been lost some stuff, but I think Russell Wilson will be a great addition to the team. The Steelers have $26, $27 million in cap space, so I don't know who else they'll bring in, but I have some guys, some notable guys they should bring in. Justin Simmons, bring him in. He's like been in this league for like 8 years, and you look at he's like a five-time, I think a five-time Pro Bowler if I'm not mistaken, All Pro as well. So you bring a guy like Justin Simmons in, pair him with Minka. I know Justin Simmons is a free safety, but I'll still take him. I trust Khan. Yep, yeah, Khan is doing a great job. Khan is doing a great job. What's up, George? What's up? Yeah, Khan has been doing a great job. He's been finding like I think Colbert when he was here for a long period of time. Of course, he had some great picks and some great free agent signings and trades, but I feel like at the end of his tenure, he kind of got a little stale. He wasn't making like a lot of moves. He was kind of just staying stagnant and just staying where we at, hoping we get better. But Khan is going out there and finding us guys. He's releasing guys, he's finding guys, he's just making us better. So hopefully we can add some weapons to this team. Got a lot of talent, a lot of talent. GP, Deontay might be, unless it's last year in his contract, but Deontay could be gone next year, I think. I think the Steelers will find a receiver this year draft to try to replace Deontay because they really don't pay the receivers the big money unless you like a Antonio Brown type or something, of course. But they don't really pay the receivers a lot. So I think Deontay Johnson might be his last year at the Steelers. They might go younger and find somebody else. I think DJ is 29. He's a good player, but I think the Steelers, knowing them, they might try to stay young and fresh. But some guys in free agency is like Calvin Ridley, who's there in free agency. You got Tyler Boyd as well in free agency. I know we just released Allen Robinson, so we're most likely going to draft a receiver. I don't know if we'll bring a guy in free agency or not, but I think it's better if we draft a guy in our system so they come in with expectations of just kind of like building in and buying into their role. But yeah, the free agency has been crazy. Free agency has been absolutely crazy. I don't know all the moves we're going to make. We got to find a middle linebacker as well. Devin White, Patrick Queen, somebody. I know in the draft they have some linebackers too, like I mentioned before in the mock draft stuff. Patrick Wilson is amazing. What's up, SteelerNation Australia? What's up, Mark? But I think Patrick Wilson is an amazing player, but I think Devin White, I think he's like 26, 27 years old. Patrick Queen around that same age as well. Those guys have been established in this league, so if he was to go out there and get one of them, I think it'd be a nice addition to add to the team. But we'll see what they do. I don't know exactly what the Steelers are going to do. I don't think they're gonna draft a linebacker or sign somebody, but we'll see what happens. But Russell Wilson come to the team, I wouldn't mind that. Kenny sit down for a year, learn behind a legend. Russell Wilson, even though he had recent, now I think a couple years ago he played bad. He's still raw. You look at his overall career. He's a legend, of course, 9-time Pro Bowler. Won a Super Bowl as well. I think Kenny sitting behind 1 year and learning from Russell Wilson could be good for him. So I still remember Claypool announcing his replacement during the draft. the Claypool pick still hunt me every time because I thought the Steelers are actually going to draft what's his name, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was as you know, Jalen Hurts is very good. Make sure you add Stone Cold Stunner to your Aston profile. Thank you for the $5, Mark. I can like it on here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can like on there too. Okay. Yeah, but Claypool, I was thinking about that pick because I wanted the Steelers to take Jalen Hurts. We passed on Jalen Hurts. Now Lamar Jackson one, we passed on him. That was kind of more of a thing of like, maybe Lamar might be good or maybe not. But Jalen Hurts one, we was doing everything. We was like going out to dinner with him. Coach Tomlin was raving about him, and they went out there and took Chase Claypool. And his first year, he did all right. 11 touchdowns, but then after that, he just started. I don't even know what he was doing. He just started like tripping a little bit, and then now, yeah, exactly. Claypool I hate to say players are like they suck, but Claypool, he sucked. He kind of sucked a little bit. Like that, maybe one day he can get that rookie season back again, but he has not been good. I don't know what happened. He cursed the Steelers. He cursed the Dolphins. The Bears. The Bears are already bad though, but he cursed the Bears even more. He left and they started winning games. They finished with 7 wins, and then the Dolphins when he got there, he lost a lot of games too. So he cursed the Dolphins too. So maybe Claypool is a curse. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he walked underneath the ladder or hit a black cat or something, but stay away from Chase. Claypool is on Mark's top 3 receivers list. Let me guess. Chase Claypool, Dante Moncrief, and who else put on there? Sammy Coates. Yeah, you have those receivers, you ain't going to be able to move the ball at all. Man. Yeah, but the NFL free agency has been crazy. Been crazy so far. The Jerry Sneed's another guy, too, that team's been looking at, but he might be asking for a lot of money, so I don't know if we'll bring him in. I could catch a ball with no arms. Yeah, let's say Moncrief, that game right there against the 49ers was bad. I think Mason Rudolph, that's his first game. But I think it was kind of the Seahawks game too. I think it was part of the Seahawks game and then the 49ers game too a little bit. But Mason Rudolph just got in. That's the first time playing. For a young quarterback, you got to go out there. You would be a veteran receiver. Got to make him feel comfortable. You drop the pass that led to interception and other things that started happening, so they have no choice but to release him. Usually the Steelers hold off hope for people, but I don't know what's wrong with him. But I haven't seen Dante Moncrief ever since then either. So a lot of good safeties and corners in free agency. Yeah, L'Jarius Sneed is one of them, but the asking price might be a little high. Jamal Adams, I know he's not really a guy who played well in coverage, but Jamal Adams he's an embodiment of a Steeler. Getting downhill, could move him to middle linebacker, actually. He could play that because he kind of played that style anyway, but getting downhill, hard-nosed player, great tackler, hard hitter, great awareness too at the line of scrimmage. You probably find a way to utilize him, but I think the Steelers want to go more of an approach of like having a guy who can cover. Cooper DeJean, in the draft, you get a guy like that, that would be real good, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. So Omar Khan might fire himself soon. Yeah. He's been releasing everybody. Allen Robinson, I thought they'd probably restructure his contract since he's a veteran. He's been doing he was like, look at his numbers. It was a little like low, of course, for his standing. But you'd think that they try to restructure his contract to maybe $1-2 million a year. But we'll see. Yeah, Stephon Gilmore's available. I think Jalen Johnson signed back with the Bears. He signed like a big contract. He like an $85 million with the Bears earlier today. I think I seen that earlier today. He signed a contract. I was hoping Jalen Johnson was available because he's been in the league for like 4 or 5 years, but he's only 24 years old. He's very young. So I was hoping he's available because he's a very good player. We tried to trade for him during the season, but the Bears declined it. Kevin Byard is available too as well. Yeah, Kevin Byard was with the Eagles last year. They released him because of the contract was big, but I think he's still a veteran and still solid enough. Yeah, but I kind of replaced the Pigeons. We need to bring the Pigeons back. They are good luck right there. I feel like every time the Pigeons were there, they was doing some great things. Might can replace them with some. Not Ravens, of course. Maybe with some like Crows or something. Yeah, but I don't know who we're gonna sign in free agency because Omar Khan is very aggressive, GM, which is good because like you see the Rams GM when he traded all those picks away, they won on Super Bowl. Now right now they in a little cap hell a little bit, but they were to find gems. They found Puka like the fourth or fifth round. They found Kobe Turner in the fourth or fifth round. Amazing players. So they were able to find guys still later rounds and still make guys good. So I feel like you go out there if you overvalue the pick sometimes it can get you in trouble because but like it kind of depends on like who the person is. You like if I trade this second round pick or first round pick for this guy, is this guy legit? Or I'm gonna wait to the draft to see and hope this guy at the draft is legit. I already seen the guy in the league go out there and ball, so let me see and just trade for him. But you gotta get like specific people. You gotta do 22 quarterbacks. We signed all the QBs. Not a team has QBs. They can't win on defense. We probably still find a way to lose if that was the case. We'll still find a way to lose. 22 quarterbacks. Sign the center now. Give us room. That is true. Yeah. Mason Cole might be not Mason Cole. Jackson Power Johnson might be gone before we get to our pick. I think the Steelers should go and get a veteran because you look last year, center wasn't the problem fully. Mason Cole had his moments where he was struggling, of course, like that. But the center wasn't the main problem last year. The main problem last year, of course, was the offense not being able to push the ball downfield. And seeing a lot of inconsistency with the quarterback play. That was the main problem. So I think you go out there and get you a solid veteran who's like, veteran type, or wait till later round. Like Zach Frazier or Van Pran from Zach Frazier from West Virginia and Van Pran from Georgia. You get one of those guys, I think you'd be good then. But you really ain't got to reach and try to like take a center in the first round, especially if you have guys like Nate Wiggins or Quinyon Mitchell or one of those guys available in that spot, or Terrion Arnold right there. Take a corner, add a cornerback to your team, and bolster that team up. The defense win championships is still the phrase because I know in the regular season the offense helped you get there, but we've seen the past few Super Bowl wins have been decided by defense. Playing great defense. Keeping the game low scoring like that for your quarterback to go out there and make a play. Yeah, but I was seeing a lot of things. I was seeing like Jason Kelce retired too as well. I think he retired yesterday, but I think I'm just now seeing it today. I wasn't on there. I saw it. They say retired too as well. He had a great career. They was trying to rank him and say where he ranks all time as a center. I think he's up there in the modern era. Of course, Marquise Pouncey is up there in the modern era as well. Travis Frederick as well. Jeff Saturday as well. Of course, all time like Mike Webster or somebody that'd be up there. But I think Jason Kelce had a great career, and he'd definitely be in the Hall of Fame most likely. Hopefully, because first ballot. Because Antonio Gates, they screwed him over. He should have been first ballot for sure. If we score more points, I think we win. That's like what's his name? Booger from was it Boomer or Booger? I think it's Booger McFarland. I think there's one from the Monday Night Football. He always say craziest things. He'd be like, if this team score more points than this team, they will win the game. I'm like, yes, of course. That's how you supposed to win. Yeah, Booger McFarland be crazy. He always say the obvious things. If they get this first down. On conversion, they would have couple more sets. Like, well, yeah, that's the purpose of the game. If they score a touchdown, they will get 6 points. You're like, come on, Booger. He be saying the obvious. At least he's not wrong, but he just stating the obvious though every time. Yeah, but I think Jason Kelce should be first ballot. But Antonio Gates, that right there still got me. I know he was a Charger, but I was a big fan of Antonio Gates. He was an amazing player. I was hoping one day he'd come to the Steelers as well. That'd been great, but they snubbed him from the first ballot. They screwed TJ Watt over for Defensive Player of the Year. A lot of things always happen. The NFL would just kind of choose a popularity. If the Steelers convert that field goal, they will win by 3. Yep. Speaking of field goals, I just had a flashback when you said that. I was thinking of the field goal from the Raiders game where Chris Boswell slipped. I think that probably Chris Boswell has been an amazing player. I think he might have been our best, probably top 5 player over the past few years. I think TJ, Boswell, Najee, George Pickens, and I'm going to say Minka has been our probably top players because Chris Boswell has won a lot of games for us over the past 3 years. So Hines Ward is still getting snubbed. Yes, Hines Ward, he should have been like at least first ballot. It should have been first ballot because like to be like a holder of yards, not only in your franchise, and then have a Super Bowl MVP. Usually Super Bowl MVP puts you over the notch, especially as a receiver. Most of the time that goes to the quarterback or something. But they have those awards, those accolades, and still get snubbed. Because I guess some people in the media don't like him or something. Maybe something happened, something he said or something. I have no idea. But The Hall of Fame just be picking and choosing who they want. Really, that's the game Dobbs started and Ben almost won. Yeah, I think Dobbs came in and threw a pass to Juju. Because I think Ben got knocked out the game, and they had Big Ben on the bench for like 3 quarters, I think, and then they brought him back in, and then he went out there and threw a touchdown pass to Juju. He caught that little ballerina ball. He was spinning like a ballerina in the back of the end zone, got both feet in, and then we had a big play. Juju caught that little fake play they did, got all the way down there. And, the Raiders' field was terrible, so Boswell slipped. Now the new field is better, of course, in Las Vegas, but that one they had in Oakland, that baseball field, they were sharing the field. That was awful. Who's your favorite Steelers player at the moment? At the moment, let's see. It's probably Najee Harris or T.J. Watt. Yeah, T.J. Watt win a lot of games for us, and Najee Harris actually, you break down his numbers, he actually been the most like valuable on offense. I think Najee has scored more touchdowns than the quarterbacks have thrown touchdowns the past 2 years. Because I think Najee has the way he rushed for 10 last year. And then I think he had like seven this year as well. So I think he's been up there. I think he's up there and like catching them and you look at his percentage, the touches he get as well. I don't know if the Steelers picked this 5th-year option up or not. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they did. Oh, what's up, Pittsburgh Toddy? Yeah, hopefully they pick this 5th-year option up because hey, we gotta make sure we keep Najee around. I think his 5th-year option is about $6 million. So gotta find a way to keep him around. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think the Steelers in free agency are gonna go crazy. Go crazy in free agency, sign some guys, bring some guys in, and hey, see what happens. We got a nice roster already, but it's like a few pieces away to being back to the level we want to be at and competing. It's hard to go out there and try to win, especially against the goddamn Chiefs. We got to put them next year as well. How did Trubisky just turn on our team upside down? Yes, I thought they rushed. They learned from their mistake now a little bit. They rushed. And they signed Trubisky right off the back for no reason. I'm like, y'all should have waited. You should have waited it out a little bit and say, you know what? Let's just roll back with Mason Rudolph or something. They should have waited it out because Trubisky hasn't shown you anything. Even the previous year, he was the Bills. He was a backup the whole time. He hasn't shown you anything that could like see that like, oh, he's gonna be the next big thing or the next tough opponent or next tough competitor for us. And he went out there, he played scared. His first game, I was like, yep, we got to bench him. I was like, we got to bench him. And that Browns game in in week 2, we had to bench him. I'm like, yeah, we got to bench him for sure now. Yeah, Canada, I think Canada was, he had to be friends with somebody. I know people said Coach Tomlin, Canada was friends or something. I think Coach Tomlin lost a bet. He was like, he played Matt Canada in golf. And Matt Canada said, if I beat you in golf, I gotta be an OC for the next 2 years, the next 2-3 years. Like, bet. And they bet it, and Coach Tomlin lost the golf match, and Canada had to become the OC. Because there's no another explanation about that. You look at the his like college stats, bad. 55th ranked in passing, 56th ranked in rushing. He was like 88th ranked. He was like at the bottom feeder. He was like over down there with some of the low colleges. So I don't know how they did that. How you reckon Harris and Warren go next year? I'm hoping they have a great season. Kind of like what's his name? It was when we had 2 backs that had 1,000 yards. That was like in I think the 80s or 90s. But hopefully have one of those years. 1,000 yards apiece. I think Najee can get probably 1,200, 1,300 yards, and I think Jalen Warren can get to 1,000, probably 1,050-ish, but also have 400 or 500 receiving. Najee have about 300, 400 receiving. And Najee going to at least have double-digit touchdowns. He always had that. I think he had double-digit touchdowns on the ground. And, hey, run that football. Running our way to the Super Bowl, maybe. Hopefully. I think the last time we was in the Super Bowl, I think I was like 9 or 10 years old. I think that was the one here in Dallas. And they went to play the Packers in Super Bowl 45 with the Black Eyed Peas performing. I got a feeling at halftime and stuff. I think I was like 9 or 10 years old when that happened. So it's been a while since we've been to the Super Bowl. So hopefully, we can get back there. We had moments in 2016, got close. We had moments throughout time, opportunity. I feel like that one game screwed us over too a lot. We lost to the Patriots with Jesse James catch. And we'd have won that game. We'd have played the Titans or somebody like that. We played the Titans probably in the second round. And then we probably would have got ourselves up there. But we lost that game because they screwed us over, and haven't been the same since. He was a senior in high school. Yeah, I think it was in 2011. So yeah, I was definitely I was in elementary school. Yeah, that was the good old days. Like that, we just like we got accustomed to seeing the Steelers in the Super Bowl almost every time. Like we'll be back there next year or the year after next. Right now we're in a little stale state, but I think we kind of almost there. Like you see the building pieces and the building blocks there, and you see us kind of like gradually getting better. And Arthur Smith, a lot of people was hating on him. He's gonna be a big contributor this season. I think he's gonna make us to a contending team again for sure. Because his offensive play style being run heavy, just like old school style with the Steelers, and with the defense we have too as well. The defense was wounded last year and still was a top defense. So I think with them being fully healthy and adding more depth, we're gonna be nice. So I was already getting old. Omar Khan is cutting all the Tomlin players. It seemed like it. He said, "Hey, we got to go ahead and do an overhaul a little bit." Because most of Patrick Peterson was, like to have around the organization and like now this is a basketball be different. Basketball you can keep guys on veteran contracts around the organization because the salary cap in basketball is crazy. But in football it's a little different. You can't just keep guys around, even if you're good for the locker room and stuff. You can't just keep you around. Patrick Peterson is a great player. He probably a future Hall of Famer as well. But he was just a little old. He got beat a lot. Now later in the season we played safety. He did play better, but the way we paying him, it's not enough. And Ken O'Neal, I think he was injured a lot last year, so I think they had to get rid of him. KZ is still there. I don't think KZ will get released, but you never know. I don't think so because he's very productive, but we'll see what happens. I think the Steelers trying to go young and build a core team to compete now and also to prepare for the future as well. So we'll see. But a lot of players getting cut. I was surprised. I was still surprised to see Allen Robinson get cut. I thought he just restructured the contract. Cause we tried so hard to get him. Like years back, we was trying so hard to trade for him. They could decline the trade over and over, and then we finally able to get him via trade. And then we thought he gonna have at least. I thought at least coming to the season, he probably have about 600, maybe 700 receiving yards. But he kind of was a little a little off. He blocked well though down the field, but I don't think blocking will keep you a spot on the team. Yeah, but a lot of things happen in the sports world. My goddamn Miami Heat lost yesterday as well to the Mavericks. Lost to the Mavericks. I don't hear the end of it because most of my family members are Mavericks fans, so I'm gonna be hearing that for a while. Who drafted DB Khan at 20? What's up, Dwayne Williams? What's up? SteelerNation, let's ride. Hey, Mike. Hey, as long as Russell Wilson don't say that or let him cook, would be good because those some cursed phrases. Okay, every time he said that, disaster happens. So as long as he finds some new catchphrases, maybe he uses Mr. Unlimited one or something. But at 20, I think the Steelers, if a guy like Cooper DeJean is there or Nate Wiggins, you got to take one of those guys. You got to. Like that, you got to take one of those guys. Now, unless some like crazy reason, a Jaden Daniels or somebody fall right there at quarterback, then you probably have no choice to take one of those guys. But those guys not falling that far down. But I think you take a corner or safety, and most likely gonna be a corner. I think Cooper DeJean or Terrion Arnold, who is right there, you take them. Now, Justin Power Johnson, if he's there, you take him as well. But most likely he might be gone. I think the Giants probably take him early on. He might be the first. Him or Joe Alt might be the first one off the board. Offensive line off the board. So we'll see. It's a who ride. Yeah, along Russell Wilson don't come in like to the team doing that extra nonsense. When you're losing and you're playing bad, you're still trying to say, hey, come on, guys, we get back next time. That only work a few times. After you lose like 5 straight, no one want to hear that anymore. We want to hear like, oh, I'm playing bad. I'm gonna get better and do this like that. They don't want to hear the same little pep talk over and over. So hopefully, the Steelers scheme, I think he'd be good though, because you look at the Steelers. For some reason, we can't lose. Like I know we haven't won a championship in a while, but we have some of the worst offenses. We got outgained by like 9 games last year. We had some bad offensive play for the past 3-4 years, and somehow we still find a way to either get in the playoffs or at least have a winning record. So with a guy like Russell Wilson, I think he'd be able to win some games for sure and be like up there with 11 plus wins. If I see Russ Wilson at the 1-yard line, I'm going to be so nervous. Yes, as long as he just handed it off to Najee. Handed off to Najee Harris. I seen Najee Harris and Marshawn Lynch hanging out. I think it was a video they did. It was a video or something. They was hanging out a while ago. So hopefully he told Najee, like, hey, if Russ at the 1-yard line, snatch the ball from him Push him out the way, go in the center, get the ball yourself, and dive in. Because I can't, I won't be able to take that as a Steeler fan. Because Seahawks fans are still recovering from that. Because they haven't been to the Super Bowl ever since then. They haven't been to the NFC Championship ever since then either. They're still recovering from that loss. That was a crazy loss. And Falcon fans are still recovering from their loss as well. They've been hey, that little comeback by Tom Brady has been hurting Kyle Shanahan. He's still recovering from that. He blew another lead in this Super Bowl. He blew a lead the Super Bowl before when the 49ers and the Chiefs won the first time in 2020. And also he blew a lead, in that one. So he's been blowing a lot of Super Bowl leads. So when you lose a type of game like that, it's just different. Russell Cook throwing to George. Yeah. And Russell Wilson, man, George Pickens will be happy. Because George Pickens had, 1,200 yards, I think, this year, 1,100 yards, 200 yards this year. Imagine Russell Wilson giving him the ball. We've seen no deep balls he threw to Cortland Sutton last year. I think it'd be good. Yeah, the Falcons one still hunting them. I was like, I remember watching the game live. I was like, I knew it was over because, it's Tom Brady. We've seen him do 30, he had 39 comebacks at the time. So, the Falcons started throwing the ball, and then you see that one turnover, you see that strip sack that happened. You're like, uh-oh. Don't give him no hope. I thought the Falcons would still probably hold it off, but they did not hold it off. And they haven't recovered ever since. But, yeah, I think we got an opportunity to be good once again, but we just got to find a way to get it done. Find a way to get it done. Yeah, I gotta leave in a few, probably close to 7 o'clock. I'm going to the movie theaters. I'm going to see that new movie, that imaginary movie. I'm a horror fanatic. If it's a horror movie, I'm going to see it. I got to go see it. I've seen a lot of bad horror movies lately, but I'm going to go see it. Because it's my favorite genre right there. I've been watching horror movies since I was a child. So my favorite genre is horror movies. So psychological horror, psychological thrillers, horrors, it could be any type of things like that. And I'm going to go see it. Watch Claypool highlights. That's horror. Yeah. You watch some Claypool highlights, especially the one from I guess that'd be 2022, 2023. Yeah, you watch those. Yeah, that's horrible highlights like that. So those some bad stuff. Those some bad memories. Or the Jacksonville Jaguars game. Or ever seen Evil Dead? Yeah, I've seen Evil Dead before. Yeah, Evil Dead, the classic. I think they made a remake of it too. That came out I think it was last year or the year before last. I think my favorite horror movie is probably Poltergeist. The original Poltergeist. I like some of the Conjuring stuff as well. Conjuring stuff is cool. And basically anything that involves Stephen King, Children of the Corn. Look at of course It. Of course Misery. Misery is kind of like a psychological horror. She was kidnapping him, and she kind of staged everything and got him. The Shining is very cool too as well. Yeah, Stephen King got a lot of great stuff. So anything involving Stephen King, I like his style. The way he did things. Yeah, the original It. The new It is cool too, but the original one, I think that 3 hours. I used to watch a lot of those horror movies with my mom all the time when I was younger. She's always show me a lot of horror movies. I was like, I want to watch them. You sure? Yeah, I want to watch them. And I used to watch all type of stuff. American Werewolf in London. I haven't seen that one yet. I heard about that one. I need to watch that. And add that to the list. Add that to the list right there. You said live action Ninja Turtles. I think it's a lot of those. Like the old ones, they had the big old costumes and stuff. I've seen a lot of Ninja Turtle cartoons, but I haven't really watched a lot of the live action movies. I gotta watch that one day too. American Werewolf in London, I gotta watch that. Every time I go to my grandmother's house, she always have a old school horror movie to recommend me. She's like, "Have you ever seen this or seen that?" I'm like, "Oh, I haven't seen that yet." They add it. You gotta watch that. On Friday the 13th, of course, they started losing it a little bit after a while because it got to a point where Jason was out of space. I think it was Friday, it was SpaceX or something like that. He was out of space and killing people. He went to New York and he was boxing the dude on the roof and stuff. It got a little crazy after a while. Nightmare on Elm Street is very good. Texas Massacre as well. I think after a while that one got a little out of hand too as well. About the second or third one, he started tripping a little bit. Yeah, Jason X was crazy. He was out of space. I was like, man, what is this? It was still interesting to watch, but it was a little a little crazy. It screamed like the 80s and 90s. A lot of mixed genres. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a crazy pairing of things together. But it still works, though. It works. Yeah, Misery scared the crap out of me. I had nightmares about Kidney for years. Yeah, Misery's an amazing movie. She was crazy. A complete psychopath in there. I remember I read the book in school. I think I was trying to find like something horror, and my mom recommended me that book. She's like, it's an old Stephen King book named Misery. So I read that one. I wrote a little essay on it, and I watched the movie. I was like, it's very good. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space was crazy. Leprechaun, yeah, Leprechaun is. I think Leprechaun in the Hood. Leprechaun in the Hood. He got like 5 of them, right? Like 5 or 6 of them. It's a lot of. That's a lot of those. But yeah, no, those are good old days of horror movies. They got some good horror movies like lately, of course. I think the last one I seen that was real good was probably a few years ago. Was Smile. Smile was very good. That was very well written. Usually the protagonist, find a way to prevail through, but that time they switched it up a little bit. That was a very good movie. But sometimes they get a little wacky a little bit. You start seeing some people making things out of anything. Like Winnie the Pooh got his own horror movie now too, and it's just crazy. Like Jeepers Creepers, yeah. On the first two, the third one was horrible, but the first two, those the ones. Those are the classic right there. The third one, I don't know what happened to the third one. They was tripping on that one. They lost their mind on that one. I watched that. I was like, what? Cause it started off in the movie theaters at first. Then they got pulled from the theaters and got put on Sci-Fi. I should have known when it got put on Sci-Fi. I was like, yep, it ain't gonna be good. Watched it. The third one was horrible, but the first two, those was like classics. Those are like very, very good movies. I guess they had a different creator for the third one. But yeah, horror movies. That's my genre right there. My genre. I love those. Of course, I love action adventure stuff too. Like the superhero stuff, like the comic book adaptations. But you never go wrong with a horror movie. Sharknado type stuff for later movies. Yeah, those are the randomest like things. Like they have a Mickey Mouse horror movie coming out. I think Mickey Mouse have become public domain, so anybody can use it now. Steamboat Willie. So I think they got some horror movies coming out by him, like the killer rat under the stairs or something like that. That right there, I'm like, come on, man. They're just making random stuff now. But hopefully, we can get some good movies, horror movies coming out. I think Imaginary looks all right. Blum Production does a great job. Blumhouse Productions does a great job in some of the horror movies. So hopefully, it's a good one. But we'll see. But yeah, I think this might be pretty much it. Steelers free agency has been going crazy. I know next week we're gonna have some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff next week for sure. I think free agency starts on 13th, so we're gonna see some crazy things. Are you seeing The Purge? The Purge. The first one I didn't like. The first one was all right, but the third one was cool. I like the third one though because the way they was traveling around like the whole city protecting the she's like the president. She's trying to become a president so she can end the purge and people trying to kill her. That one actually was a cool concept and cool story. But the first one was second one was and then the TV series they had wasn't that good. The fun fact: the voice actors of Mickey and Minnie Mouse were actually married in real life. Well, that's actually cool. Oh, that's cool. That's cool right there. That's actually cool. They're like being ultimate in sync, like the ultimate chemistry. So I go for Joe Burrow. Now, if it was last year, I'll go for Matt Canada. If it was last year, but now that Matt Canada is gone, we want to do that. Be like, oh yeah, our purge is happening. Oh yeah, Jordan Peele does a great job. Jordan Peele, Get Out, Them, Us as well. Oh, no, I think Them was his movie. It was Get Out, Nope, and Us. Yeah. I think Them was a different one. It's kind of similar concept though. It was the Amazon one, but he had some great movies. The Us one was crazy. They had the little clones, the doppelgangers around. The Get Out one was always funny. Canada was bad for us. Run, pass. It's like playing Madden. You just keep pressing halfback dive. Oh, and then do it on a little flanker drive play over and over. Got predictable. And teams was calling it out too. Like they have teams mic'd up. They was calling the plays out. It was like they're going for that short pass. They're going for that screen. They're going for that dive. They only had 5 plays to rotate from, so teams start calling out. But I think Arthur Smith going to have an even better playbook. So I hope the players are ready. They're used to having 50 plays at least, because I think Canada probably had about 7, and he just rotated between the ones. But yeah, Jordan Peele makes some great movies though. I like Jordan Peele, great movies. What is the Hey, what's that thing that happened? Said somebody signed a contract. It was somebody. It was the Ravens. I think the Ravens signed somebody. It was somebody earlier today. I just thought about that. The Ravens signed somebody. I know the Ravens had any cap space. They got to find a new receiver too, because I think Odell's not coming back. And they signed the Justin Matabuki, a 4-year deal worth $98 million. Man, dang, 90 million. I don't know how much that guaranteed or not. Is Chappelle like Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle has crazy some crazy stuff. A unique voice as well. It's some of the comedians. I think I watched some comedian stuff yesterday. I watching Cat Williams, some of Cat Williams stuff. Cat Williams been going crazy lately, but he been spinning some real stuff though, talking about a lot of great conspiracy theories of the he don't call it Hollywood, Hollyweird. You know, they're doing some crazy things there. But Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle's great. Bernie Mac as well. Bernie Mac is a legend. You watch Bernie Mac stuff, he said some crazy things. And some of the stuff he said, he probably can't say it nowadays because he would not be able to have a show if he was still alive. But Bernie Mac is great too as well. Sometimes I think like Kevin Hart, I watch his stand-up. His stand-ups are all right, but I think he's better when he's funnier in interviews. Like when he's doing interviews or something like that, but he's all right though. But I think some of the top ones are definitely Chappelle, Cat Williams, Bernie Mac. You can watch those guys for an hour. Oh yeah, Bill Burr. Bill Burr is funny, especially the one about the think about the WNBA, the women's sports one. That well, he was saying it in jokes, but what he was saying was true. Like he was like, y'all not watching your own sports. That right there was crazy. And he was saying some crazy stuff too. He's very good. He said Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald. I don't even know. I don't know if I know Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald. I'll let us see. Norm Macdonald. I don't think I've seen him before. I might have to check him out. I don't think I've seen him before. Was he like in the era? It said 1975. Was he in the era of like Richard Pryor type stuff, or he's like, how old is he? He's 61. Nah, that's a little too old. 61. He's younger than what Richard Pryor would have been. Yeah, I gotta check him out. Yeah, I gotta check him out. Norm Macdonald. Yeah, but Bill Burr, that man funny. Yeah, but yeah, I watched the WNBA. You know me, I told you guys, I love basketball, football, wrestling. It can be any form of it. It can be men, women. It can be the WWE, the highest, or it can be an independent indie show. No matter what it is, I'm gonna watch it. If it's like pertaining to the sport, I'm gonna watch it. Well, a lot of people don't, I guess they don't find interest in some of the stuff. Like, because I had the same excitement level, with some of the things. Ever heard of Sam Kinison? Sam Kinison? I don't think so. Let me see the face. Nope. I haven't heard of them either. I've been bookmarking everybody I've been saying, so I'm gonna watch that movie. I'm gonna look them up as well too. It said 24-hour stream. Oh no, definitely not. I think the longest stream I ever did was a 12-hour stream. My cousin, who he do gaming videos on his channel. I think he had 700 subs, almost there. But he do gaming videos on his channel, and he invited me on to do a 12-hour stream on one time before for his birthday. We was just playing random games, doing trivia questions, eating pizza, telling jokes and all type of stuff. I could barely stay up for those 12 hours. It was at nighttime we started like that because me, I go to bed by 10:30. 10:30 I go to bed. And sometimes I might stay up a little later, but I can't like doing it. If it was the daytime, I probably could do it, but he did it at nighttime. I was like, man, 12-hour stream was crazy. So 24 hours, I don't think I'll do that. I know Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, remember that movie The Toy? the movie The Toy was crazy. Yeah, but I gotta watch some of these guys right here. I've been bookmarking everybody. I didn't check them out. Yeah, but comedy nowadays is still good though. Still have some people in comedy, but I feel a lot of people are more just like, there's a difference between like being, a stand-up comedian than being like just movie good. Like you're reading a script and you say the script funny or something, so it's like different. Eddie Murphy is hilarious, especially in his old days. He did the little impressions of James Brown and impressions of Elvis and Michael Jackson. That that's stuff funny. Eddie Murphy is great. He said Raw. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was I think I missed Monday Night Raw this week. I think I watched the recording of it after. I forgot what happened actually. What happened on Raw? It was somebody fighting. It was well, they always fighting, of course, but I forgot what happened on Raw actually. I don't know. I forgot what happened. I remember what happened on Dynamite, and I think SmackDown about to come on. I probably have to record it. Come be the movie theaters. But yeah, Yeah, but Eddie Murphy. Oh, special call Raw. Oh, okay. Eddie Murphy. Is that the one he had the orange clothes on? That the one with the orange clothes? Or that different one? What year was this? Oh, I think I seen a little bit of that. I think I seen a little bit of that stuff. Yeah. I remember him with the outfit on. That's like in the 80s one, I think. Yeah, Murphy been hilarious. His impersonations be spot on too. Like he sounds just like the people. I won't have any. I won't have. His impersonations be spot on. I think him and Jamie Foxx can do some of the best impersonations. And Jay Farrell, he was good too. He's good too as well. They do some like spot on impersonation. You be like, man, he sounds just like the guy. Oh, yeah, Demon Slayer movie is out. I haven't watched it. I need to catch up on Demon Slayer. I watched the first season, and I watched the Train movie. When Rengoku died, but I haven't watched the. I think I watched a little bit of the second season, but I think I'm past the. It's some district art. I think entertainment district or something. It one of the district arts. I gotta catch up on that. I gotta catch up on all that stuff. I gotta catch up on that and Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I gotta watch that as well. I ain't had a chance to watch those. All I've been watching is football, basketball, and wrestling. Now football is over, of course. But basketball, I think got like 15 games left. And the playoffs will be crazy. You already know. The Heat, we gotta find a way to get it done. We've been to championships multiple times. We just lost the past 2 ones. We gotta win one. Entertainment District and Swords Smith Village go hard. Yeah, I gotta finish watching those. I finished watching all those. Yeah, but yeah, I think. Let's see. What time is it? 6. Well, actually, I can see on the phone. Actually, 6:42. I guess I can wrap it up. I've been on for 42 minutes. Yeah, I'm probably start doing more of these. Probably start doing more of these. Maybe every Friday. Every Friday, so you guys can check it out every Friday. Russell Wilson hasn't signed yet, but we hopefully do sign. But I'm gonna start doing this every Friday though. So maybe next week. Well, actually, I might do 2 of these a week. Maybe 2 of these a week. So maybe on the beginning of the week and the end of the week. So I'm gonna start doing more of these. Pretty cool. But I see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out. Do 7 of them. I'm not doing 7 streams. Peace out. I'll 7 videos a week. I think I do upload at least 5 times a week. Yeah, but I might try to do 7 videos a week. I'm gonna take the challenge. I'm take the challenge next week and try to do that Monday through Sunday. Okay. Now, peace out.